The electric box door will not open unless the cutoff switch is in the off position. Connect 3-phase 460V power in the right order according to the drawing inside the electric box. Ensure that the earth wire is properly connected. It is essential to have a qualified electrician perform the electrical wiring in compliance with the current electrical standards of your area. Failure to do so may result in damage to the machine, which may not be covered by the warranty. Hazardous voltage will cause severe injury or death. Perform all electrical wiring before connecting the machine to the main power supply. Be sure the supply voltage and phase match the voltage the machine has been wired for. Refer to the data plate on the electrical box. Connect the air hose to the air inlet of the air control unit. Rotate the regulator located above the gauge to adjust the air pressure to 50 psi, pounds per square inch. After connecting the system, it's recommended to test it before making any pressure adjustments. If necessary, you can change the pressure to the desired level as per your specific requirements. Ensure that the maximum pressure does not exceed the specified limit, indicated as 100 psi or the manufacturer's recommended maximum pressure. After loading the rod on the jacks, align the rod center with both the chuck and the live center. Move the tailstock close to the rod's end, align the live center with the rod, and lock the tailstock. Unlock the wheel and rotate the tailstock wheel to push the rod into the chuck until it stops. Lock the tailstock wheel. Close the chuck to secure the rod. Lower the jacks slightly to allow the rod to be free and centered. Use a centering gauge to ensure the rod is centered. If the rod is not centered, adjust by tightening the chuck to align it properly. Install the sander belt. Loosen the bolt on the side of the belt sander and lift the handle up. Unlock the cover by rotating the red handle. Secure the cover door. Slide the old belt off the sander from the side. Select the proper sander according to the sander belt's manual and the rod you wish to polish. Slide the new belt onto the sander from the side. Close the door latch to ensure the cover is securely fastened. After closing the cover securely, lower down the handle and tighten the bolt on the side of the sander belt to tighten the belt. Turn the knob on the sander belt's travel system clockwise to switch to manual mode. It allows the arm to easily move by hand. Turn on the polisher. Switch to manual mode. Lower the sander handle to adjust the first stopper. Press and hold the left arrow to move the sander towards the chuck. Position the first stopper to prevent the sander from touching the chuck system during movement. Use the right arrow to move the polisher handle towards the tailstock. Lower the handle and adjust it to align with the start of the rod you want to polish. Place the second stopper in a way that prevents the sander from touching the tail stock. For any adjustments on the VFD panel, Polisher Setup Parameters, refer to the chart on page 52 of the user manual. You can adjust the acceleration time based on the size of the rods you're polishing. The machine is preset with an acceleration time of 20 and a deceleration time of 30. Move the handle to the middle position before starting the auto polishing process. Polishing in auto mode. Turn the sander belt travel knob all the way to the left, counterclockwise, to set it to PLC mode. Set the counter for the desired number of strokes. Turn on the dust collector. Double-check the stoppers before running the machine. Select the automatic mode on the HMI screen and click on the Start button. Machine will start automatically. You can stop the process at any time by clicking the Stop button. When the cycles are complete, the machine will stop automatically. Spot polishing manual mode. Using the handle. Using the sander's handle allows for flexible, spot polishing at any desired speed. You can focus on specific areas or imperfections on the rod, giving you more precision and control over the polishing process. Use the on-off toggle switch on the handle to start the sander and chuck. Use the up-down paddle switch to move the handle vertically until the sander touches the rod and begins polishing. Use the right-left toggle switch to move the sander horizontally. Turn off the sander and chuck using the on-off toggle switch when done. The sander will move up and away from the rod. Using the HMI screen. Turn on the sander and chuck's on-off button on the screen. Use the up-down switch on the screen to lower the sander. The sander moves down and begins polishing the rod. Use the right-left arrow to move the sander horizontally. Click on the lift handle on the screen and turn off the on-off button when done. The sander will move up and away from the rod. Adjusting the travel speed. Use the knob on the side of the sander belt handle to adjust the travel speed. You can also adjust the travel speed using the knob on the control panel. Unloading the rod. Before unloading, turn off the polisher. Lift the two jacks to fully support the rod's weight. Loosen the chuck mechanism. Ensure the rod stays in the clamp. Unlock the tailstock wheel. Loosen the tailstock and move it away from the rod. Release the rod completely from the chuck and slide it away on the supporting jacks.